minutes of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And he whips that one incomplete there. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big
Set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, Winston. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
On 1st down, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. First carry now for David Montgomery. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 13 carries, 55 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7, and the Saints 1st down.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 2nd down, Kamara. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 28. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A little careless with the football. He also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Following the interception, Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On 2nd down and 4. Winston. It's Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Winston now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Fields. His pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And he will have the Bears first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The Bears at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Fields throwing again. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
Back to throw. Fields. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Even against double coverage, he's got enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to Batson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. To the air again, Fields. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 7 overall. And the Bears have moved out in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up. Go now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half. The Saints, and they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it, or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Bears, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's working. They're able to lead first play.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
First down, Winston. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Winston's pass complete to number 84. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll pound it up the middle with Camara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. On second down and 4, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. A first down throw for Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Here's Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now second and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Up the middle they go. Compton. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, Winston. Touchdown, Saints! Adam Troutman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Throwing again on second down. Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, it's really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Fields throw taken in by Chark. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And a solid run down inside the 30. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Fields going to keep it running right. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Fields. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Fields now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 4 yards out. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14 to 10. Pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Jameis now on 1st down. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
To the air again with Winston.
He completes it to Olave.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On play action, Winston. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Kamara.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Again, Kamara. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Winston and the Saints now.
Down 14-10, a minute 40 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Here's Winston.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Winston to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Winston on target to Olave for the Saints first.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Winston. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Winston. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
The Saints in a hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas.
And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter...
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.